How's it going, everybody? Welcome to a brand new episode of Crypto Clout. I am your host, FaZe Crypto, and today we will be talking about Holochain. And I think that this is a pretty interesting crypto to talk about, especially today, which is May 23rd, 2019. We're currently looking at the price per hot is 0.001937, and of course the current value of a Bitcoin right now going in the $7,000 range, 7,830 to be exact. But I think right now, focusing on the future at these really low valued. I mean, the fact that right now we're seeing like the prices right now where they are, I think is a pretty interesting indication of where things can go. I mean, the fact that Bitcoin has managed to sustain itself at these levels is certainly some proof in the pudding in respect to where we can expect to see digital currencies making their splash on the space in the future. Even articles like these, Bitcoin heated up for 10,000. Bitcoin has seen a recent period of short consolidation over the past 7 days as the cryptocurrency drops by a total of 2%, bringing the current price per coin down to around 7,774. Regardless of the recent period of consultation, the cryptocurrency is still up by a total of 39% over the past 30 trading days. So yeah, it has been a pretty interesting day, over the past couple months, I'd say, for the talk of blockchain and essentially where we've been seeing blockchain making its mark. But I think when we look at the Holochain technology, essentially where we'll be seeing this in a couple of months even. I mean, right now, we need to talk about Malta AI and Blockchain Summit set for May 22nd to the 25th going on right now. Blockchain awards ceremony on the cards, Holochain up against Bitcoin. This is still sort of interesting thing that I know a lot of people out there wanted me to bring up. And I think that it's interesting to see Holochain sort of getting that recognition that it deserves finally. I mean, right now it's really in the early stages of what we really need to be looking for right now is adoption. I mean, say it with me, it's adoption. That's the fundamental thing. I mean, when it comes down to Holochain, I mean, I've been doing research on a number of different cryptocurrencies and Holochain among them, and I think that this crypto, I mean, the more I read the white paper, the more I get a sense of how the future is actually going to be operating when it comes to meshing with the cryptocurrency space. And I think that you look no further than technologies that have been basically making a lot of the different hurdles that Holochain's been crossing, and it certainly is a look into how a more peer-to-peer agent-centric sort of look regards to the future of cryptocurrency. And I mean, this article right here is pretty interesting. Holo is one of the least talked about coins in the market, but recently there were stories of Holochain reportedly building more infrastructures with an aim to develop business applications. Many developers from the cloud hosting market have reportedly made agreements with NetBlock Group, an investment platform, and these associations are expected to bring more business to Holochain in terms of commercial and enterprise applications. And I think that it's these commercial enterprise applications that are going to be making a pretty interesting step forward in terms of the public consciousness of the cryptocurrency space and how businesses could really be using these sort of next generation technologies in a big way. So this quote right here, Next Block Group has a unique market positioning in that they are solving the gap between the many desperate protocols and the emerging enterprise needs to decentralize solutions. And I think that we're looking at sort of a future of decentralized. The future is decentralized. I mean, it's almost a catchphrase at this point, but I think that it rings true more so now than ever, especially with a lot of the different things we've been seeing heating up. Of course, U.S. presidential candidate accepts crypto donations. 6 cryptocurrencies will be so Representative Eric, 2020 presidential candidate now accepting cryptocurrencies. So the talk of crypto is already on the tip of everybody's tongue, and I think we've already made a we've crossed a critical point, almost a halfway point, regards to where we'll actually be seeing cryptocurrency making. It's pretty much already been well acquainted with the conversations that are happening on a global basis. I mean, we talk about the current state of affairs with the stock market and all these things. I know in comparison, the space of cryptocurrencies as far as price wise, obviously at the time making this video, I mean, we've got a 243, 760, 687, 901 value, total market cap. And it is interesting to see that compared to where the whole stock market and the actual sheer capacity of these things, and how they have that capacity to sort of mesh with a lot of the different things that are happening on a larger front. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of things to look forward to, certainly. And I think Holochain, the fact that they've been looking beyond the limitations of blockchain, definitely does go a long way, and sort of establishes a lot of key fundamental points that I think are really going to come in handy for a lot of these different technologies as things come full circle. Much of the world still thinks Holochain application model is unproven, when in fact we've had functional apps for almost 2 years with speed and scale that outperform every other crypto platform. So, I mean, I like Holochain where it is currently. I mean, I like the price. Now, obviously, it's been an interesting couple of days for Holochain, in particular with the bumps in the road that we've been seeing. And now, currently being at the number 35 position, I think that there is a strong community that's built up around it, and it is in a good position, as things currently stand crypto-wise. And it is interesting to see how a lot of these different technologies have been faring up, in the limelight of the recent, resurgence of people who've been paying attention to these things. And for anybody who's been in the cryptocurrency space for any amount of time, who's been, just spending the hours doing the research, and accumulating at appropriate times, I think anybody could see the opportunity in, of course, personally, I'd see a good opportunity of getting I'm trying to get 1 million Holochain, 1 million more, just basically in this next quarter, just so that I can pretty much be fully ready as these things go. I could see 1 million Holochain as being quite life-changing, and I think as crypto continues to grow, that's just personally how I view these things, as far as how these things go. But remember, this video is just for entertainment, educational purposes only. If you guys are interested in connecting with us, make sure that you guys reach out to us on Twitter. That's at CryptoTuber. As always, interested in hearing the different feedback that you guys have to say. We definitely do value the feedback that the audience can contribute. But remember, this video is not financial advice. Like I said, obviously I'm not your dad, you can take that one to the bank, but yeah, just make sure that you guys do your own research and, come to your own conclusions. Don't listen to YouTubers, just go and basically, you just have to come up with your own understanding of these things. And I think, the fact that Holochain is different from all the others, that definitely does set itself apart, as things move forward. And I think the class of people, in the cryptocurrency space who are right now paying attention, lifting up the rocks, if you will, looking underneath, in places where there are a lot of hidden gems. I don't think that there'll be plenty of people who are disappointed, long term as far as these things go. But then again, I mean, you never know where cryptocurrency is going to be headed. But I think when it comes down to the global stage, the international level, and essentially what cryptocurrency presents the opportunity to do in terms of bringing things together, I think that full circle, we could be looking at a pretty interesting time. Also paying attention to stuff like XRP, of course, Ethereum, Litecoin, EOS, pretty much anything in the top 100 is worthy of paying attention to, and just doing that extra level of research, just because it's worth that now, because you'll never have a time machine in the future. As much as you think that you could take take advantage of this moment. The $7,000 Bitcoin, like a lot of people say, like we'd be seeing these articles pop up. The $10,000 Bitcoin could be right around the corner, which would be pretty exciting for some, and I'm sure it would be quite depressing for others. But all that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Make sure that you guys subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.